Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's talk about friendship. Most of us have friends, but do you have real friends? What is a real friend? How do you know if you have real friends or just superficial fake friends? What is the role of a friend? What are they for? What's the purpose of having friends? Why do you need them? Is it codependency? Do you need them for survival? Do you need your friends to borrow money off of, to ask favors from? Do you need them to help you? Do you need help? Is that why you have friends? For help? Are you using your friends? Do you have friends to fill you up? To fill your cup? Emotionally? When you're feeling low, you call your friends. Those are your go-to people to fill you up. Like going to the gas station. When you're out of gas, call up Bobby, call up Jane, call up my pals. They'll always fill me up. I don't really know why I have friends. Doesn't mean I don't like friends. I like friends. We have social needs, and you have to have friends. And when I think about, well, why do you have friends? Is it to cure loneliness? Is it connection? That's all friendship is just connection, because without it we'll be lonely, really. But isn't that just using someone to keep you from thinking? Because when you sit around by yourself, you start thinking too much, and that sucks, so you gotta call up your bros. I know lots of people like that. I was like that for many years. Couldn't be by myself for a minute. Had to have something going. Had to have the TV, the music, and people in the room. If I was alone with my thoughts, I'd go crazy. I was tied to my social circle like a drug addict. I needed them. I desperately needed them. And then when they weren't available to me, I would become upset, agitated, bitchy, needy, desperate for validation. Do your friends define you? You wouldn't know who you are without your friends. You have no identity without your friends. A lot of people fall into this trap, particularly men, with their significant other, with their woman. They lose who they are, their true personality in that relationship, and give it up willingly. I mean, that happens with every relationship. We give up an aspect of our selfishness in order to be down, to be all for one for all, that kind of thing. I mean, that's important, but what happens when that relationship is over? This has happened to me. When the relationship was over, when me and my fiance broke up, we were tied at the hip. We were together always. We felt like we were cut from the same jib. We felt like we were the same person. And when we broke up, when that relationship ended, as relationships do sometimes, I was left broken in a shell of a man. It was much harder for me to recover from that relationship, not because of being single and lonely, but because I had lost a piece of myself. She had an easier time getting over it because she retained some of her individuality in the relationship, whereas I didn't. I gave up all of Sky. I gave up who I was. So we got to ask ourselves, what is friendship? It's good to know. Is friendship just fully accepting each other for who we are? Weaknesses and flaws and all. You're a completely fucked up project that who knows if you'll ever be finished or even ever get started working on, but we love you for who you are. Is that true friendship? I used to think it was. As I've gotten older and as I've been working on myself with this mind, body, and soul program that I promote in every video, I've kind of taken more ownership of who I am and given less up to others. So I don't seek the connection in order to find myself. I don't seek a connection with others to find myself, because I'm not in others. I'm in here. In order to have a connection so we don't feel lonely, so we don't desperately seek out others like a vampire wishing for them to fill us up with their energy, we have to learn to find our center, to find that energy within yourself. So you stop seeking it in others. And that's the best source that you can, the best well that you can find, because it's endless. Whereas others only have so much to give. I don't really know if friendship is true acceptance, total acceptance, 100% acceptance of each other, unconditional acceptance. I think friendship is conditional for all of us. There's conditions of loyalty, conditions of reciprocation, of a reciprocal care that we give to each other, a reciprocal interest that we show in each other. But I think friendship also has standards. I think that it's important to surround yourself with people who have high standards for themselves, and that transfers to high standards for others around them. When you have a high standard for yourself and you strive towards that goal, towards being a person of character every day, when you watch others around you who don't take any steps, it can be difficult. And when you realize that, you have to ask yourself, am I in the wrong room? Am I at the wrong party? Am I with the wrong friends? See, I know what it's like to be accepted by people, by my so-called friends. When I was a homeless drug addict, people accepted me. Nobody in my friend's circle said, Sky, why don't we sit down for a minute, turn off the music, put the joint down, let's just talk. I'm your homeboy. What's going on with you? You don't have no place to live. What's up with that? It's one thing to go homeless for a week or two. You've been homeless for a year or two. What's up with that, man? What's going on with you? You don't want a job? Why are you out in the streets all the time? Why are you on drugs all the time? Nobody in my friend circle said this, not even my family. Nobody. What did they do? They accepted me fully for being a completely fucked up person, and I just stayed completely fucked up. The only thing that got me out of that situation was my own frustration, and it felt incredibly lonely. It would have been nice to have had some help, to have somebody who would have been more of a drill sergeant, less accepting of my flaws. To me, I think that that's true friendship, is somebody who holds you to that higher standard, who says, no, I won't tolerate you being this way because I know that you're worth more. You may not know it right now. You may have forgotten, but that's why I'm your friend. I'm here to remind you. Get up, get on your feet. Stop wallowing in bullshit. Stop wallowing in sadness. Get moving, soldier. This is love, not full acceptance. We accept each other's weaknesses. It just makes you weaker. Are you surrounded by people who are just accepting you for you are? When you're depressed, and you're horribly depressed, and you're self-isolating, your friends accept you for that. And they just say, well, little Timmy is just going through a hard time right now. Let's just give him some space. Or your friend's just giving you space when you're desperately needing help, when you need that connection. And maybe you're too upset to even know how to reach out for it. Do you have friends that just fully accept you? They accept and love you for who you are, flaws and all, weaknesses and all. Is that true friendship? Or is it passive aggression? Is accepting somebody for who they are, with their flaws, allowing them to be a fucked up degenerate, allowing them to be confused, allowing them to follow a negative path, allowing somebody that you call your friend to be completely screwed up. and to accept them for it, that's just the way Bill is that friendship or is that aggression? Are you actually an enemy? You think you're a friend? Are you actually hurting them? Is it an act of aggression to walk away from someone in suffering? Sink or swim, motherfucker. That's how you learn. And you walk away and that person drowning dies. Is that your fault? Were you being a friend? We used to have in the streets, each one teach one, because we didn't have nobody else. Wasn't Leave It to Beaver. We didn't have our daddies around. Our moms were working. So each one taught one. We mentored each other. This is why I used to love hanging out with the Serranos. I love my Serranos. Love them. Because when I used to be on the block, I was going through torture a lot. Man, I was going through so much problems in my life. And the homies wouldn't just come up and accept me for being a tortured soul. They'd sit down and be like, what's going on with you today, man? I seen you look like you're all upset. You look like you're angry. Let's talk about it. And if I was just like, just leave me alone. Ain't nobody gonna leave you alone. I love you. I'm not leaving you alone. I'm not leaving you here to be weak. What's true friendship? I've been wondering about this, and I haven't really got a firm answer, but I'm tending towards true friendship is somebody who pushes you to strive forward, to be the best version of yourself. Somebody who's doing that for themselves, but then also recognizes when you're not able to do that, and instead of saying it's okay, be weak, they say, no, it's not okay. I love you, be strong. Go out there and suffer and make yourself better. I'm here with you, I got your back. Tell me what true friendship is. This is all just food for thought. Thanks for watching.